Trends don't start on spreadsheets, they start in studios, on the street, in moments we feel before we can explain. So today I want to share what I'm actually seeing coming for 2026 in photography, from someone who photographs, creates and observes every single day. Bonjour and welcome back to your home for your creativity and your well-being. I'm Melody, a photographer, art director and yoga teacher based in London. And in this video today, I don't want to give you trends to chase. I want to give you signals to think about, because the goal isn't to follow trends, it's to understand what's shifting underneath them. And the biggest shift of all, it's not technical, it's emotional. The big shift, intention over perfection. For years, photography has been obsessed with perfection. Clean, sharp, polished, optimized. And people are tired. I'm not saying it disappeared, not at all. But what's coming back very strongly is raw authenticity, grain, blur, imperfect framing, moments that feel alive rather than controlled. Not because it's trendy, but because imperfection carries emotion. People don't want images that impress them anymore, they want images that move them. And trust me, they are not easier to make, actually, as a photographer. That's why it's even more interesting, in my opinion. And this shift changes everything from aesthetic to color to the way we use AI. How we see it changing, aesthetic of 2026. Let's talk about visuals, not retro, not nostalgic, something else. Hyperreal dreamscapes. We are entering a world that feels slightly unreal, but not fantasy, you know, more like bold colors, exaggerated scales, dreamlike composition that still feel grounded. You can feel the influence of AI here, of course, from magazine to social media, but the strongest work is still human-led. Right now, anyway, it's always imagination first, tools second. We've seen it, for example, with Apple redoing their introduction entirely by hand, which is so cool, in my opinion, because every time I see it now on Apple TV, it just makes me feel something because I know how it was made. And at the same time, everything is slowing down. Moody, atmospheric storytelling, clarity is no longer the priority. Emotion is. Soft light, long exposures, quiet frames. This is a direct reaction to visual overstimulation, to constant noise. Silence is becoming a visual language again. Moving still become mainstream. You've also seen more images that breathe, subtle motion, looping gesture, even a trend that mixes movement and photo. That was a trend literally 15 years ago. Micro movement, not videos, not stills, just something in between. It's perfect for short attention spans without losing depth. And then there's color, one in particular. Pantone, the color of the year 2026, Cloud Dancer. Okay, so I don't know what to say about it because I love the name. I was a bit surprised at first, I'm not gonna lie, with the choice of the color because it's a shade of white. But then I thought about us being overstimulated with color, with content, and just something to be back to something again soft, calm, gracious, feel like the right thing to do. I think also it's the first time ever, if I'm correct, that Pantone has a white as a color for the year. I found that quite interesting and definitely that's gonna influence. Let me know in the comments, because when I chat with people, Pantone seems always a big deal with my creative friends because we just love Pantone, it's just a fact. But we know that it influenced collaboration and pop culture as well. So for me, it's quite influential and reflects a lot of the society as well. But when I speak to people not in the creative industry, they really don't care about Pantone, so be the judge of it. Just know that this year is Cloud Dancer, the color of 2026. The rise of human AI blending and the authentically artificial works is a real thing. I'm not a huge fan of this name or title, even not at all, but it was kind of like the best way to describe it. Images or videos that look real, like you are taking with a phone or through a little camera at first glance, but slightly uncanny at the second. It's basically AI combined with intuition, with taste, with intention. So 2026 is definitely not about hiding AI anymore, it's everywhere now. It's about embracing the tension of it, for the good or for the bad. But shifts aren't only visual, they are practical. And this matters if you work with clients. Industry shifts, what clients will ask for. Hybrid film digital packages. Film is no longer a niche obsession. Clients are actively requesting it, and I see it with my clients. I had requests for a wedding, and honestly, it's such a great additional touch, but I found it quite hard to do both digital and analog so far, so I'm still working on how I can implement analog work into my photography, whether to add an extra photographer, but also how I can add into my work and do both and still have the same high quality. Film really becomes commercial again, not nostalgic, not decorative. It's just another intentional choice. Or we're back to digital, but less about the quality. And I actually did a review about the Kodak CHARMERA, who is such a little weird but cool camera to use as a keychain, just exploring photography differently. So the link is above and in the description below. Have a look, it's short and honestly, it's such a cool camera to have. Just have a look if you're interested. Flash and editorial lighting returns. Natural light isn't going anywhere, let's be clear, but after years of soft only, editorial lighting is coming back. At least I've seen it quite a lot in magazine, in advertising, in what the client is asking. Flash, clean shadows, crisp highlights, a reaction, a balance, and something deeper, something more real. Physical prints and albums return. This one is big. Digital fatigue is real. Albums, prints, physical objects, they're coming back, but not as extras, but as luxury. Because in a world full of screens, what you can hold become so precious. So what does all of that actually means for you? 2026 is a year of choices. AI and film, natural light and flash, digital and prints. Nothing replaces anything else. The question is, which combination defines your identity? Because at the end of the journey, prints and album remain timeless. Tangible work resonates deeper. Always has, always will. But those aren't really trends made by algorithm. This come from my research, but also, from observing the pop culture, the industry, and of course my own creative practices. So that's only my opinion that I try to kind of mix to inspire you. And of course, those are all open questions, honestly. So tell me in the comments, which direction excites you the most and which one you hope never happens or you don't really feel like it's a trend this year. If you want to go deeper into how visual culture shapes better photography, you can watch a video at the end of this one. It'll take you there, how to become a better photographer. You can subscribe to my channel for more videos and like and comment so we can really connect together and grow together. I also have a free PDF guide for you to show you how I get the best result out of a photo shoot. The link is in the description below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next week in a new video.